Former Packers running back AJ Dillon is signing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Per sources, Dillon is just 26 years old and has over 2,400 rushing yards and 18 total touchdowns. Interesting. I've always liked AJ Dillon with the Packers when he backed up Aaron Jones. Let's see here. AJ Dillon, 6 feet, 240. He's a power back, by the way. He's a power back, a bruiser. 26 years old, 6 feet, 247 pounds. Went to Boston College, born in Baltimore, Maryland, drafted in 2020. He's actually a part of Jalen Hurts' draft class. So AJ Dillon, he can also catch the ball from the backfield too, actually. Interesting. So over the past 4 seasons, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this, okay? Because we didn't have a power back last year. We had Saquon, who runs a power, but who's elusive, really. Yeah, Will Shipley and Kenny Gainwell. Listen to this, you guys. Listen to this. Listen to this. Over the past 4 years, AJ Dillon has accumulated over 3,100 yards from scrimmage, 18 total touchdowns. That's not bad for a backup running back. And he doesn't have a lot of miles on his own. He still has a lot of tread on the tires. I think this is an upgrade from Kenny Gainwell. I think this is an immediate upgrade from Kenny Gainwell. Now, obviously, we need to see the details of the contract, but over the past 4 seasons, AJ Dillon he's entering year 5, by the way. So his rookie deal was done. AJ Dillon was drafted in the 2nd round by the Green Bay Packers in 2020. So he's a young player, 26 years old, still has what? Listen, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not arguing with nobody. Shipley is more so the comp for Kenny Gainwell, the comp. But as far as adding to your running back depth, AJ Dillon is better than Kenny Gainwell. There's not a question. There's not a question. AJ Dillon is better than Kenny Gainwell. That's not a question at all. AJ Dillon was a backup running back his entire career. Kenny G was a backup running back his entire career. Look at the production. Look at the production. I'm telling you this right now. AJ Dillon, in his first 4 years in the NFL, he did not miss. Well, you're right. I'm tripping. He did miss all 22-4. I'm tripping. So, okay, he's entering year 6 technically because he didn't play year 5. You're right. You're right. I'm glad somebody said that. Dana Scott, thank you, Dana, for adding that to the fold. Thank you for adding that, Dana. He did miss all of 2024 with the neck injury. So 9 times out of 10, signed him to a 1-year deal. It's a solid addition. But from a pure production perspective, he's better than Kenny Gainwell. It's not a question. From a pure production perspective, he's had a better career than Kenny Gainwell production-wise. Production. But anyway, again, he missed all of 2024 with the neck injury. So likely the Eagles signed him to a 1-year deal. But in his 4 years, over 3,100 yards from scrimmage, 18 total touchdowns, averaged almost 5 yards a touch. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? AJ Dillon, in the 4 years he played, because he did miss 2024 with a neck injury, over 3,100 total yards from scrimmage, 18 total touchdowns. Let me adjust this. Let me adjust this because I want to make sure you guys see this here. Former Packers running back AJ Dillon is signing with the Eagles. who's 26 years old, over 4 seasons, has over 3,100 total yards, averaged 4.7 yards per touch, and 18 total touchdowns. I like this. This is what you call low risk, high reward. Obviously, he has to stay healthy. But I must tell you guys, the Philadelphia Eagles do a great job at keeping guys healthy, especially guys who's coming off of an injury, who's coming off of a season where they were injured. The Eagles found a way to keep Mekhi Becton primarily for the whole season. They found a way. To keep, who was that? I said Mekhi Becton. They found a way to keep Darius Slay primarily healthy for the most part. They found a way to keep Josh Sweat healthy for the most part. They found a way to keep Saquon healthy. You feel what I'm saying? The Eagles found a way to keep Saquon healthy, a guy who's battled injuries throughout his first few seasons in the NFL. I think he was coming off of an ankle injury in 2023, right? So if there's any athletic training staff I trust, if there's any medical staff I trust the Eagles to get this guy right. He's had a full year to recuperate, get healthy. The Eagles organization does a great job at keeping the running backs healthy. They'll be good. I'm seeing good things from you guys. As Blunt says that they said he received medical clearance from the top neck specialist. Okay. Jesse G94 says AJ Dillon is a good backup. Very good pickup. Jermaine Brown says behind the Eagles offensive line, he won't have to worry about his neck. Davon Tyree says nice 1-2 punch. All right. Let me get to, and again, before I get to the super chats, just want to make sure we reiterate this. Former Packers running back AJ Dillon is signing with the Philadelphia Eagles. AJ Dillon, who's just 26 years old and also missed the 2024 season, over his first 4 seasons in the NFL, he's accumulated over 3,100 total yards from scrimmage, averaged 4.7 yards per touch, and has 18 total touchdowns. Has a lot of tread left on the tires, and he was a backup behind Aaron Jones in Green Bay. So he doesn't have a lot of carries, and he's been on ice in 2024. The Eagles are telling you who they are. They signed AJ Dillon, a power back who can also catch the ball from the backfield. And they re-signed Ben Van Sumeren to a 1-year contract as a fullback. What's that telling you? You got Saquon Barkley, right? You signed AJ Dillon, a running back, a power back. And you signed Ben Van Sumeren as a fullback. What's that telling you? What's this telling you about the Eagles offense? Power. Power football. Power football, baby. They know who they are. They are going to be a play-action, RPO, run-heavy team. Saquon Barkley, AJ Dillon, Will Shipley, and you got Ben Van Sumeren as a fullback, who I love him at that position, by the way. I love seeing Ben Van Sumeren as a fullback this season. I really enjoyed it. The Eagles are leaning in. They're leaning in to being that power football team. You bring back Ben Van Sumeren as a fullback, and you sign AJ Dillon, former Packers running back, to a 1-year deal. 26 years old, over 4 seasons, over 3,100 total yards, averaged 4.7 yards per touch, and has 18 total touchdowns. And you got Saquon Barkley, who's coming off of a transcendent, unprecedented season. It also tells me that they want to take some pressure off Saquon too. They know they can't afford to have Saquon running the ball like that every year. So they're going to take some pressure off of him. And if everything bodes well for AJ Dillon throughout OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason, if he can stay healthy and do what we think he can do, Saquon Barkley is going to have the perfect running mate with AJ Dillon. Because you can't have Saquon Barkley running for 2,000 yards every season. You can't do that. If you want Saquon Barkley to last the length of his contract, or at least last until the guaranteed money runs out. You got to give him some real support. The Eagles looked at that running back room from 2024 and said, Kenny Gainwell and Will Shipley, as much as we like those players, they're not enough. They let Kenny Gainwell walk. Will Shipley's on a rookie deal. Don't think Will Shipley won't get used. They might use Will Shipley in the passing game. You never know. But they realize that we need more from that backup running back spot. If we want to get the most out of Saquon Barkley for as long as we want, we gotta get more out of that running back 2 spot. We gotta have a fullback on the roster. It's going to be really exciting to see how this looks.